Hey, what's up, everybody? It is October 1st, 2019, which means we are ready for this week's TNT Tuesday. So here's how I'm going to lead this off. And the question is, when do you actually introduce Inventor in your curriculum? And a lot of you are thumbing through the curriculum right now going, I think it's 3.9 with manufacturing a box, and then we get into Unit 4, obviously. And you're right, but here's the thing, is that most of your kids are probably looking at your walls, which probably look like mine, which are full of drawings and renderings and documents all regarding Inventor. They can see the actual software icon right there on the desktop. Trust me, they're itching to get into the software. And there's been a lot of teachers that will go out there and just introduce Inventors on Fridays, bring in different objects that they can come in here and draw and do whatever. Just a great way to sort of kickstart students with Inventor and get them excited about that engineering tool they have. But here's what we're going to take a look at today is we're going to go out there and we're going to steal a page out of the playbook of a master teacher here in Illinois by the name of Don Whitman. And Don has been saying for a while now, you know what, hey, the curriculum is great and there's all sorts of great models we can go out there and we can learn these features on. Like right now, looking at 4.2 model creation. But when we're taking a look at this, we can see that these are just simply widgets. This has been in drafting and design in CAD textbooks and curriculum for a very, very long time. They do their job, but the question is what are they and what do they do? Don's big thing has always been, hey, go down to any candy aisle, any store you can find. There are all sorts of different geometric shapes and solids that you can find within candy, and maybe that's a great place where we can go out there and have kids model things. Kids have been eating candy from the beginning of time. They know what it looks like, they know what it tastes like, they know what it feels like. They actually know what it is, and they can take a little bit of ownership in it. So that's what we're going to be doing today, and we're going to be starting with this piece of candy here. This is the Redvine, just red licorice. And it looks really, really complicated, but trust me, it really isn't that bad. And kids are going to be going out there and learning a couple of really good features and getting to demo on that. So what I have my kids do first is they just pull out a piece of graph paper. They'll go out there and begin getting dimensions. So the dimensions that they're going to need for this, okay, are, you can see that this is sort of a tube structure down the center of this, and then towards the end it's going to be crimped. So they're going to need to know what the overall tube length is. They're going to need to know how far these crimped ends are offset off of the ends. There's a little bit of square piece down here on the end. They're going to have to get dimensions on that. Kids can then bite it, and they can go ahead and draw what the profile is. There's an inside diameter, an outside diameter, and tabs. Kids have to go up there and get measurements with. And of course, they're going to be using dial calipers. So once again, that just reinforces everything that we're doing within Unit 3. So that's a great place to start, and that's what we're going to be doing today is constructing the Redvine right here in Inventor. So what I'm going to do is I've gone ahead and I've just actually taken the sketch that students are going to need, all the information that they're going to need. I put it right here within the IPT. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Let's go ahead and draw both of those little circles, the inside diameter and the outside diameter of our Redvine. Let's go up there and let's just start dimensioning this. So we can see that the outside diameter is a 0.392. And we can see that the inside diameter in this case, if we take a look here at our sketch, is a diameter of 0.219. Okay, so we have that taken care of. Now we can go ahead and begin drawing our tab. So the little tab that's here on top, we can see that that's a diameter of 0.066. So let's go ahead, let's take care of that. Okay, and then this is a great time when students can come out here, use circular pattern. We can grab that circle, go to the red arrow, come here to the origin, make sure there's 6 of them, but when you do this, go ahead and hit the double chevrons, uncheck where it says associative, and let's just go with that. Now we can begin going ahead and trimming this out to get the profile that we need. Okay, and once we do that, okay, we should be sort of getting this sort of flower sort of shape, okay, for the profile. So we can go ahead and finish the sketch. Okay, so at this point in time, we're going to come up here, go to Z-axis. Okay, in my case, because we want that axis that's going to be going down through the center of the profile, I'm going to go ahead and just turn that on. It's hard to see with the white background, but that Z-axis is there. Okay, so a couple things we need to know is how many times is this licorice going to twist, okay, down that tube. And I went ahead and counted it. It looks like it's like 4 revolutions. The tube length itself is 8 1/4. Okay, the other things we have to know is how far the crimp's going to be offset. We can see that as 0.625, and then there's the actual crimped end sort of rectangle profile that we give off into. So for right now, though, we need the 8 1/4 and revolution 4. So we come out here, we go to coil, go ahead and we pick on our profile, go to the red arrow with the axis, pick on the axis that we just turned on earlier, and now come out here to coil size. In this case, we're going to be selecting revolution and height. We want an 8 1/4 height, and we want 4 revolutions. We go ahead and we say OK. And you're going to see that red vine is now starting to come together. All right, as I was talking and showing you earlier, we can see that these are crimped on the ends. Okay, but before we get to that, we're going to have to go out here and mirror something later. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and put a mirror plane that's going to be going right down the center. We can do that by picking on both faces, and now that work plane is there. Okay, now we can come out here and start a 2D sketch. Pick, pull, and drag. That needs to be offset distance out of 0.625. Okay, and now all we have to use is a 2-point center rectangle. We can come in here to the origin and go out there and just simply draw the rectangle that's going to be crimped in 2. Okay, now we can go ahead and start a 2D sketch right here on this face, project some geometry from that face, and go ahead and finish the sketch. So now we have the 2 sketches we're going to need to create our loft. So we can go ahead and pick on loft. Okay, we can go ahead and pick on the profile that we need in this case, which is going to be this guy. And go ahead and click and add one more sketch, and that's going to be this guy. Now we can go ahead and say OK. All right, so we can see it's not perfect, but you know what? Big picture, so we're just wanting the kids to go out there and learn how to do a loft. Looks somewhat similar to the actual model they have in front of them. All right, now we can come out here and go to the mirror. We can pick on that loft we just created, the red arrow to the mirror plane, and use the work plane that we established earlier and say OK. Now we can send that down to the other side. Okay, so we're going to have to add some material to this. So in order to get the shine that I'm looking for with the actual candy, I'm just selecting ABS plastic, and then here the color override, I can go ahead and just switch on light red. All right, so now we can come out here, we can turn off some work planes. All right, like so. And yeah, basically, there we go. We have ourselves a red vine. All right, so kids are going to be pretty amazed with what you can kind of create with the software. That looked very complicated, but we just saw that was just one simple profile, which we went out there, we measured with dial calipers, we put it all together, and we finished that up. So there you go. So keep that in mind. You know, just it's a great activity you can bring in. Kids get a sweet treat. They love getting the candy, of course. It's going to be hands-on, measuring with it. They're going out there and learning features with Inventor. So there you go. That's it for this week's TNT Tuesday. Have a great week.